Today I'm comparing two 43-inch entry-level TVs, Nano80A from LG and E7Q Pro from Hisense. Both are 2025 models available in the price range from 300 to 360 euros at the time of making this video. Looking at the specs, Hisense offers more, but is it the case after I placed them side by side and spent a few months in their presence? Let's find out. Both brands went with the modern, dark grey look and off-center logo placement. If you look closer at the frames, you'll notice that the Hisense uses a panel-forward design, giving it a narrower 3mm bezel compared to LG's 5mm. Additionally, Hisense went with metal for the bezel and part of the backside, which added to the high-quality feel. All connectors on the model from Hisense are side-facing, while LG has some connectors facing sideways and some facing backwards. Connectivity is similar: 3 HDMIs, 2 USBs, antenna and satellite input, Toslink, and so on. It's worth noting that Hisense has 2 HDMI ports which support up to 144Hz refresh rate, as well as a 3.5mm AV input for connecting older equipment. As for the wireless connectivity options, both have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, support Apple AirPlay, and screen sharing. The remote controls that come with these two TVs are quite different. Nano80A is the most affordable TV from LG in 2025 that comes with a magic remote control, while Hisense is packing its basic model. Which is better is a question of preferences and taste, but for me, after months of testing, I prefer the one from Hisense. It has more buttons for quicker access to different functions, and there is a customizable button, which you can assign to any app or input. When it comes to the interface, I prefer the much faster VIDA platform on Hisense than the slow WebOS on LG. Even after disabling all the home screen promotions and AI recommendations, WebOS remained too slow for a satisfactory experience. Despite this, both TVs played content from different streaming services without any skipped frames, and the interface hasn't crashed once during the entire period of testing. Coming to the picture quality, even before I started measuring colors and looking at the test content, it was clear that these TVs produced quite a different visual experience. The cause of this is different LCD panel types, IPS on LG and VA on Hisense. Just like in many comparisons I did in the past, the conclusion is the same. IPS can look decent while showing bright scenes without many shadow details, but as soon as the scene gets darker, its inability to display deep blacks becomes impossible to ignore. Just take a look at these scenes from Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris. The experience after watching HDR content confirmed the advantages of Hisense. While neither TVs support local dimming or have a high peak brightness, Hisense displayed scenes with stronger contrast and with more details in highlights. In this example of a 10,000 nits content, LG's picture is washed out, and once the dynamic tone mapping is activated, the scene loses brightness in favor of details. Another advantage of Hisense is the fact that it supports Dolby Vision and HDR10+, so you can watch content with dynamic metadata instead of basic HDR10. In terms of colors, Hisense utilizes quantum dot technology, which allows it to cover more of the BT dot 2020 and DCI-P3 color spaces, although the difference is not significant in reality. Both TVs come with accurately adjusted filmmaker mode, so the content can be enjoyed without the absolute need for calibration. If needed, you can adjust white balance and colors with the available picture controls. Regarding the standard definition content, both models performed well, and with the help of the super resolution function, the images achieved a decent sharpness. Also, no issue in displaying interlaced signals. Related to the motion resolution, Hisense was a clear winner thanks to its 144Hz panel. It was able to display more details in motion, as you can see in these examples. Dirty screen effect was similar on both models. It was noticeable, but not distracting. Despite the IPS glow effect, viewing angles are better on LG's model. Hisense was losing contrast quickly, and ideally you need to sit in front of the screen to get the optimum colors across the screen. Coming to gaming and PC usage, both TVs have dedicated game modes with low input lag and gaming menus to fine-tune the image. LG's model has lower input lag, and thanks to the IPS panel, it is better for PC usage. But gamers who want to play games at 120 or 144 Hz will consider Hisense first. Both TVs have down-firing speakers with basic characteristics that will satisfy non-demanding users. There are software enhancements to improve voice clarity as well as to calibrate sound using the microphones built into the remote controls, so you can tune the sound to your preferences. For a much better audio experience, I recommend HDMI eARC functionality to output sound to an external audio system. Both TVs were able to bitstream multi-channel audio to the Denon AV receiver, including Dolby Atmos in the Dolby True HD codec. Hisense was able to bitstream DTS audio as well. To conclude, while the LG Nano80A offers better viewing angles and works better as a PC monitor, the Hisense 43E7Q Pro is the clear winner of this comparison. With its superior contrast, better motion resolution, and a significantly faster interface, Hisense provides a better experience for the price and gets my recommendation. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments which TV I should test next, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.